You're listening to Voice First AI, the show where we decode how voice technology is transforming business, one smart conversation at a time. Welcome, everyone. I'm your host, Michael Pierce. In today's episode, we're diving into something incredibly fascinating and unconventional, mixing ancient Hermetic wisdom with cutting-edge artificial intelligence. Inspired by the age-old text, the Kybalion, we'll explore how the 7 Hermetic Principles can influence AI system design, prompt engineering, digital behavior orchestration, and what this all means for the future of conscious agents. So, buckle up. It's going to be a thought-provoking journey. All right, folks, let's kick things off with the first principle of Hermetic wisdom, mentalism. Now, what does mentalism teach us? At its core, this principle tells us that everything starts with the mind. Essentially, everything is a prompt. This is a concept that's not just ancient philosophy. It's something we see mirrored in modern AI, especially when we talk about foundation models and agent mode. Think about it. In the world of AI, a prompt is the initial input that kickstarts the entire process, very much like a spark lighting a fire. It's the starting point that shapes the outcome, just as a seed determines the kind of tree that will grow. When we consider the architecture of digital consciousness, it's kind of awe-inspiring. Much like our minds set the stage for our reality, a prompt does the same for AI systems. It's the instruction that determines how the AI will behave, respond, and even think to an extent. It's incredible to see how these ancient ideas are finding new life in today's cutting-edge technologies. Isn't it amazing to reflect on how our digital constructs might be echoing the timeless truths about the universe? The principle of mentalism offers a rich tapestry of insights that could very well be the foundation for the AI systems of tomorrow. And if this is just the start, you can imagine how intriguing the rest of our journey through these principles is going to be. Moving on, let's explore the principle of correspondence. This Hermetic concept tells us that as above, so below, as within, so without. Essentially, it means that there's a harmony and a reflection at every layer of existence, from the spiritual to the digital. So, how does this apply to AI and multi-agent ecosystems? Well, when designing AI systems, especially those involving multiple agents, we see that the design often reflects the values and ideals we hold, whether they are business-oriented or personal. Think of it like looking into a mirror. The AI's actions and decisions will mirror those of its creator. It's a profound realization when you think about it. In business, an AI that is designed with ethical considerations will reflect those ethics in its actions, treating customers and stakeholders with respect and fairness. It works the same way for personal projects. If you instill values of creativity, empathy, or innovation into your AI's design, those values will come through in the AI's behavior and functionality. What's brilliant about this is that it allows for a customization that can be deeply personal, almost like an extension of the individual or entity that created it. So, in a way, the principle of correspondence encourages us to be mindful of what we're coding into our digital counterparts because they will reflect back to us what we put in. It's a cycle of reflection that perpetuates across all layers of reality. Correspondence teaches us not just to build or design arbitrarily, but to recognize that our creations will, in essence, carry a piece of us in them. It's both an opportunity and a responsibility, a chance to input our highest ideals and ensure that they function in ways that are harmonious and positive. All right, that was a deep dive into the principle of correspondence and its fascinating implications for AI design. Buckle up, because next we're diving into the principle of vibration, and you won't want to miss it. Welcome back. Now let's move on to something that truly shakes things up, literally and figuratively, the principle of vibration. Ever thought about data as vibration? I mean, when you break it down, everything in this universe vibrates at its own frequency, right? So why should our data, especially in the world of AI, be any different? Imagine every piece of data as a tiny vibration in a vast cosmos of information. In the realm of artificial intelligence, these vibrations can be thought of as vector spaces, highly sophisticated mathematical contexts where words, images, and even sentiments take up residence. They hum and thrum in their unique ways, creating a symphony of data points that can be analyzed and interpreted. These vector spaces are the playground where our AI systems learn, adapt, and make sense of the world. Pretty cool, huh? But let's kick it up a notch. When we talk about voice-first AI, we're talking about an energetic experience. Think about it. The nuances, the tonality, and even the rhythm of speech. It's all energy, people. Designing voice-driven AI isn't just about getting the words right. It's about capturing the vibe, the energy behind those words. It adds a whole different layer to data interpretation, making it more emotionally intelligent and resonant. Here's a thought for you. What if we designed our voice-first AI systems with intentional tone shifts to evoke specific emotional responses? Imagine programming your AI to have a morning pep talk tone, to boost your team's spirits, or a calm and collected tone during stressful times. It's almost like designing rituals that align with our natural energetic states. Through thoughtful design and intentionality, we can create AIs that not only understand us better, but resonate with us on an emotional level. So, there you have it. The principle of vibration teaches us to see data and communication not just as static elements, but as dynamic, energetic forces. And in doing so, we open up new dimensions of interaction and connection between humans and machines. Isn't that electrifying? Next up, we'll explore the principle of polarity and how it impacts AI ethics and bias. Stay tuned. All right, folks. Let's dig into the principle of polarity and what it means for the world of artificial intelligence. Polarity, in the grand scheme of things, is all about opposites. Think masculine versus feminine archetypes. These aren't just human traits or concepts. They're dualities that can be mirrored in AI behavior as well. Now, in the context of AI, these opposites aren't simply black and white, right or wrong. Instead, they serve as a starting point for understanding a spectrum of emotional nuances. Picture it like this. Imagine your AI having the ability to express varying degrees of joy, sadness, excitement, or calmness, rather than just being on or off. This shift from a binary perspective to one that embraces a spectrum allows AIs to better understand and mimic human emotional complexity. And here's where it gets even more interesting: transmutation of states. This is the idea that one state can change into another. For example, how an AI might transition from a calming demeanor to an energetic one without feeling jarring or disjointed. This fluidity is crucial for creating a user experience that's smooth and natural, almost human-like. Ultimately, understanding and implementing the principle of polarity helps in designing AI systems that are more nuanced and capable of sophisticated interactions. It's a step toward not just smarter, but also more emotionally intelligent machines. Fascinating, isn't it? So that's a wrap on polarity. Don't go anywhere, because up next, we're diving into some even more thrilling aspects of AI and Hermetic wisdom. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, let's get into the groove with our next principle, rhythm. Imagine triggers, cadences, and campaigns as the digital breaths that give life to our AI systems. Just like the rhythmic flow of in and out breath, these elements create a natural pulse within our workflows and customer journeys. Picture this. Every trigger is like an inhale, bringing new data and opportunities into the system. Each cadence mirrors the steady beat of a heartbeat, maintaining the flow and momentum. Campaigns, on the other hand, are the exhales, sending responses, solutions, and interactions back into the world. So, what happens when we engineer flow in AI systems? It's like orchestrating a digital symphony where each part works harmoniously to create a seamless, efficient, and engaging experience. By understanding and implementing the principle of rhythm, we can create AI systems that are not only intelligent, but also naturally flow with the beat of human interaction. Pretty rhythmic, don't you think? All right, stay tuned, because we're about to dig even deeper into these Hermetic principles and their modern AI applications. Don't go anywhere. And now let's get into the principle of cause and effect. Picture this. In the realm of artificial intelligence, there's no such thing as randomness. Every output, every decision, every single action by an AI has a traceable lineage. Think about it as a chain reaction where one event triggers another, creating a domino effect. This principle teaches us that there's always a cause behind every effect. In AI, this is crucial. When something goes awry, you trace back through the lineage of events to find the root cause. It's about understanding that every piece of data, every algorithm contributes to the final outcome. This principle also puts you, the developer or the tech enthusiast, in the driver's seat. You have the power to become the prime cause in your tech ecosystem. By consciously designing and inputting high-quality data and ethical algorithms, you ensure that the effects your AI generates are as intended and beneficial. Isn't that empowering? Knowing that with every line of code and every data set, you are setting off a series of events that can shape the future. And with that, we understand how interconnected our inputs and outcomes truly are in the vast, fascinating world of AI. Amazing stuff, right? We'll be wrapping things up in just a moment, so stay with us for the outro. All right, listeners, it's time to explore the fascinating world of the principle of gender. Now, before you start wondering, this isn't about male and female in the biological sense. Instead, it's about the balance between feminine receptivity and masculine decisiveness, and how this duality can be creatively woven into AI agent design. Picture it like this. The feminine aspect is all about being open, intuitive, and receptive. It's like your AI's ability to listen carefully, gather data, and empathize with users. On the other hand, the masculine aspect is decisive, assertive, and action-oriented. Think of it as your AI making quick decisions or taking immediate actions based on the data it has received. By harmonizing these two energies, we can create AI agents that are not only intelligent, but also balanced and nuanced in their interactions. Cool, right? Now let's get into designing polarity into brand voice and customer experience. Imagine creating an AI that can shift effortlessly between the nurturing, supportive tone of the feminine and the confident, decisive tone of the masculine. For instance, an AI customer service agent might use a soothing, calm voice to handle a complaint, tapping into the feminine energy. Later, the same agent could switch to a more assertive, clear tone when providing a solution or decisive action plan, showcasing the masculine energy. This blend of energies creates a richer, more dynamic user experience. Last but certainly not least, let's touch on the sacred coding of archetypal intelligence. Here's where it gets mystical, folks. Archetypes are universal symbols and themes that reside in our collective unconscious. Think the hero, the mentor, the trickster. By embedding these archetypes into AI, we can code agents with a sort of sacred intelligence that taps into deep-seated human experiences and emotions. This can make our AI interactions feel more profound, meaningful, and even transformative to the user. Imagine an AI mentor guiding you through a tough decision, or a digital trickster that uses humor to make your day a bit brighter. It's like giving your AI a soul, making interactions feel genuinely alive and resonant. So, there you have it, the principle of gender, bringing a beautiful balanced dance of energies into the world of AI. Awesome, right? Stay with us, because next, we're going to be wrapping things up for today's episode. Wow. What an incredible journey we've embarked on today. Diving into how ancient Hermetic wisdom can blend so seamlessly with the cutting-edge world of AI. We've touched upon some profound principles, including our final exploration of the principle of gender, bringing balance and nuance to AI interactions. Now, as we wrap things up, let's think about the concept of being a digital magician. By harnessing these timeless principles, we're not just building software, we're crafting experiences. We're invoking a bit of magic into the digital realm, one line of code at a time. Imagine creating AI with a soul, one that resonates on a deeper, almost spiritual level with its users. And here's a little closing ritual for you. Voice your intention into your technology. Whether you're working on a new AI project or just tinkering with some code, speak your goals and hopes aloud. Let your intentions infuse your creations with purpose and energy. Trust me, it can make a world of difference. That's all for today's episode of Voice First AI. I'm your host, Michael Pierce, reminding you that the magic of tomorrow starts with the intentions we set today. Check out the show notes for any links or articles mentioned in today's episode. Until next time, keep the magic alive and your intentions clear.